What is going on, everybody? Welcome back in to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and we're just getting started as tip-off will be shortly and momentarily between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Miami Heat for this one. Thanks so much, guys, for everybody joining me in right now. Before you do, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below, hit that subscribe button, as well as what I'll be doing today is I'll be calling play-by-play of basketball action for the NBA Summer League between these two teams. As it looks like in the chat we have Tristan all the way from Minnesota. Thanks so much, man, for joining me out here. First night here on the chat for Tristan on the channel. Thanks so much. And we'll hopefully build this up as we go. But yeah, big shout out to all you guys. Thanks so much for pushing this past 300 subscribers 2 nights ago. That was awesome. We got over 30 people in the chat at once, so that was incredible here, as I've only been on YouTube for 5 months now. But we just keep on building up. Timberwolves going up against the Heat for this one. Both of these teams undefeated right now in Summer League play, as I haven't called a game with the Timberwolves yet in Summer League. I did the Miami Heat when they did play in the California Classic against the LA Lakers, the first game that they played all the way back last Monday in the California Classic. But let's look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, what they've accomplished so far. 3-0 in Summer League play. Game 1 was on Friday. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by 10, 85-75, as Keita Bates-Diop led the way in scoring for Minnesota, 17 points. Josh Okogie had 14 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds, and Keelan Martin had 12 points and 11 rebounds, racking in a double-double. Moving to the next game here from Minnesota, they crushed the Atlanta Hawks 90-66. Josh Okogie once again, 15 points, 7 rebounds in this one, as he was the leading scorer. Keita Bates-Diop, another great performance from him in Game 2 with a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. And from the University of Rhode Island, Jared Terrell, my boy from URI, as I'm actually from Massachusetts, by the way, 40 minutes from the University of Rhode Island, right on the Mass-Rhode Island border. But Jared Terrell racked in 10 points and 2 steals for the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 2 on Sunday against Atlanta. How about this defense? Minnesota playing great defense so far in the Summer League, as they forced Atlanta to shoot the ball at a dismal 29% from the floor. That's 20 for 70 shooting in Game 2 on Sunday. And Game 3 on Monday, the day after, the Timberwolves beat Milwaukee 100-91 in that game, as they had some great production all around from their roster. 7 double-digit scorers for the Timberwolves in the game on Monday. It was led by Mitchell Creek, 18 points for the Timberwolves. Keelan Martin, again, 15 points, 9 rebounds in that game. And Keita Bates-Diop's had a solid Summer League so far, 14 points in that game. Jordan McLaughlin added 14 points, Josh Okogie with 10 points, and Jordan Murphy from the University of Minnesota, he's a rookie on this team, as he had 10 points as well. Jordan Murphy, he ranked 5th in all college basketball this past season in rebounds per game. And we'll look to the Miami Heat as their big player here, number 13 overall draft pick, Tyler Hero, for this one. Tyler Hero's been on fire. Number 1 free throw shooter this past season in college basketball, shooting the ball at 94% from the free throw line. And he's really shown it once again, shown that touch from the line. 19 for 20 right now at the free throw line through 3 games so far in the Summer League by Tyler Hero, number 13 overall draft pick. In Game 1 for Miami, they crushed Team China 103-62. Tyler Hero led the way in scoring 23 points. Nick Mayo, 20 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Kendrick Nunn is having a pretty good Summer League as well. He dropped 15 points on Friday. Then moved to Game 2 on Sunday. The Heat beat the Utah Jazz 93-81. Kendrick Nunn led the way in scoring for Miami. 22 points, 8 assists. Duncan Robinson had a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds. And Tyler Hero, once again, another solid game, putting up a solid stat line, 16 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Moving to the game yesterday for Miami, they beat Orlando by 4, 96-92, and Tyler Hero led the way in scoring 25 points, same stat line with the rebounds and assists that he had on Sunday, 7 rebounds and 5 assists to go along with that one as well. So we are getting ready for tip-off here momentarily. We got Ryan here in the chat. What's up, my man? Thanks so much, Ryan, for joining me back here. I'm doing pretty well. How about you, my man? Ryan's been working hard this week at his job. He's been working the night shift. Pretty good stream yesterday when you were away. That was a pretty solid game right there by the Celtics against Denver. Close game throughout, but the Celtics in the fourth quarter just really exploded. Carson Edwards turned in 23 points for the winning Celtics in yesterday's game. But here we are, guys, getting ready to call this one play-by-play of basketball action. Miami going up against Minnesota, and we just tipped this one off. So we are here in this one, as looks like that's the Heat right there with the ball with a bounce pass inside, and they still have it at the left corner. So ball at the left corner. Actually, Minnesota with the ball first. Minnesota in the dark jerseys, Miami in the white jerseys. Both of these teams, colors kind of similar, but Miami with the ball off the steal. Right wing three taken. They connect from the outside right there by Duncan Robinson. So Duncan Robinson nailing the three right there for the Heat, and they started out off the steal with a lead. So Minnesota with the ball in their second possession of the game. They dribble towards the right wing perimeter. Pass it off towards the top of the key into the hands of Naz Reid. Played basketball last season for LSU. Passes that one off into his teammates' hands. Keita Bates Diop, who's had a pretty good summer league so far as well. Whistle on the foul committed on the reach in here by Miami with 9:14 left to go in the first. Oh, that's pretty cool. So Ryan going mini golfing with some of his friends today. That's awesome. That's pretty cool, my man. Yeah, it's great to go mini golfing at those courses, especially the ones with pretty cool waterfalls dripped in the background, going through caves and stuff, doing mini golfing. As that's a three dropping down from the right wing right there by Minnesota. We are tied up at 3 apiece right now with 9 minutes even left to go in the first. So Miami has the ball, top of the key. Tyler Hero, bounce pass over towards the right elbow into the hands of Chris Silva. And now it goes back towards the right wing. That's a three taken by Duncan Robinson. That's missed, though. Rebounded here by the Timberwolves. Cool, hole in one right there for Ryan. That's awesome. Minnesota with the ball at the right baseline. Mitchell Creek, the leading scorer in the last game, bounce passes that one off, and a traveling violation called right there inside a low post by the Timberwolves. So Miami will get this ball back here on the inbound. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Pirates Cove. They have some of those in Cape Cod, too. Yeah, they have the location awesome. So Old Orchard Beach, Maine. They have a location in Cape Cod as well. As that bounce pass goes inside as they dribble right baseline, and the one-handed jam right there goes down by Kendrick Nunn of Miami. 5-3 is the score. 8:15 left to go in the first. Minnesota with the ball dribbling inside the lane. They lay it up and in for two right there by the Timberwolves, and we're back and forth even at 5 right now. 8:10 left to go in the first. Miami with the ball. They have it at the left wing. We got ourselves a foul committed here, as that's a tie-up, actually, as two players were battling for the ball at the left wing perimeter in Miami's front court. And that'll be a tie-up, so we got ourselves a jump ball at Miami's free throw circle here. So the Heat and the Timberwolves going up for the jump ball in the last possession tie-up. Jump ball goes to Minnesota. So the Timberwolves will get this jump ball here. They're going to take it past the half-court logo. They pass it towards the right wing. They took it into the key. Stolen away by Tyler Hero. Miami here. 2-on-1 fast break. They pass it back outside. Going to set up for a little bit more numbers here. Hero slings it over towards the right wing. Catch and shoot. Duncan Robinson no good at the right wing. Rebounded here by Minnesota. Minnesota taking it up into the lane. And that is a tripping foul committed right there by the Heat on the play with 7:47 left to go in the first. So we're still tied up at 5 here at this stage of the game. I think there's also a Pirates Cove mini golf course also up in New Hampshire. I think there's a couple locations in New Hampshire. I think there's one in Lincoln, maybe one in Winnisquam as well, as we're getting ready to go back to action. Might be one in North Conway too. Top of the key three taken, and the Timberwolves drain it down as they have the 3-point lead. It's 8-5. 7.5 left to go in this first quarter. Miami with the ball at the free throw circle. They pass it back towards the top of the key into the hands of Duncan Robinson, who's took plenty of shots so far today. Tyler Hero with the ball now, dribbling towards this top of the key as he is guarded right there. On the play, Hero passes off towards the left wing. They're going to try to take this one into the lane, and a little floater goes up and in right there for two by the Heat. And it's a 1-point game, 8-7. So that one goes down by Kendrick Nunn in the key with a floater with the left hand. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to take it past the right side of the timeline, as this is Jordan McLaughlin. McLaughlin passes that one off to the right wing here into the hands of Naz Reid. Reid dribbling right side baseline, flings that one out, and it goes wide, out of bounds, off the hands of Mitchell Creek, and a turnover right there by the Timberwolves. As we have Yerner in the chat. What's up, Yerner? Thanks so much, my man, for joining me back here. It's a 1-point game right now with 6:50 left to go in the first. Minnesota up by 1. Miami with the ball. They have it. They pass it off towards Duncan Robinson at the right wing. Robinson passes. Catch and shoot three. Tyler Hero knocking it down from the outside. He hits the right corner three, and the Heat are back out in front. 10-8 so far is the score. Minnesota with the ball. Bounce pass at the key. Oh, it's stolen away. Here we are. One man to beat by the Heat, and they jam it down right there on the fast break as that one goes down by Kendrick Nunn. 12-8 is the score as Kendrick Nunn stripped the ball away and took it in right there for 2 points. Minnesota takes a right corner three. They knock it down from the outside. 12-11 right now. Great scoring so far. That was number 31 for Minnesota. Keita Bates Diop with a 3-point shot from the corner. It's a 1-point game. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Miami with the ball at the top of the key. As this is Kendrick Nunn. Now he takes this ball dribbling into the lane. He tried to pass it off to his teammate Yante Montan. It got stolen away. Minnesota with the ball. Nice shot fake at the right wing. Pass inside. Minnesota little layup. They bank it home off the backboard with Mitchell Creek. They take the lead right back. Great game so far. 13-12 right now. 13-12. 5:40 left to go in the first. Yes, so the Knicks are playing tonight. I believe it's against the Lakers. That game will be later. I'll get you that time in a couple moments here as Tyler Hero buries another triple from the left wing outside. Tyler Hero is 6 points right now. 15-13. Miami up by 2. 5:20 left to go in the first. Minnesota with the ball at the top of the key. Spin move as they take this one into the lane and they go with a jumper and they hit it. Keita Bates Diop ties this thing up at 15. 5 minutes left to go in the first right now. The Heat with the ball. Tyler Hero takes the three. He's open. He knew it before it left his hands. He knocks it down. Swoosh right there at the top of the key by Tyler Hero. It's 18-15. Tyler Hero has 3 3-point shots already with 9 points so far. 4:50 left to go in the first. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to dribble this one into the lane. The layup goes right there, blowing past defenders. Up and in for 2 by Jordan McLaughlin. So McLaughlin right there banks it home off the backboard. Miami with the ball dribbling right side baseline. They pass it back towards the top of the key. Now they make their move into the lane. That's a whistle and a reach and foul committed right there by the Timberwolves. And a timeout here on the court. 4:35 left to go in the first quarter of this game. Moving by really quickly right now on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Don't forget to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here in the stream. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So yeah, great game so far. I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores throughout. And I'll let you know what time that is, Yerner. So, Lakers against Knicks. Both of those teams, unfortunately, haven't won a game so far. Lakers and Knicks tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific. So, the Lakers versus Knicks will tip off in around 2 hours and 20 minutes from now or so with that game. So, yes, Knicks are playing tonight. And we're going to look to the leading scores now since we're on commercial break here. So, thanks so much, everybody, for joining me in here on the channel. You guys have been awesome. Hey, no problem, my man. Thanks so much for asking. But, yeah, we'll look to the leading scores here. We'll see what the Miami Heat are doing first. So, leading the way, of course, Tyler Hero. He's knocked down 3 3-point shots. A perfect 3 for 3 from the floor by Tyler Hero in his incredible summer league so far. 9 points by Hero right now for the Heat. 6 points by Kendrick Nunn. 3 points by Duncan Robinson. This Miami Heat team looks really solid right now. As far as Minnesota goes on the court, Keita Bates Diop is tied as the leading scorer with these two players, Josh Okogie and Jordan McLaughlin. All 3 of those players have 5 points right now for the Timberwolves at this stage of the game. So that's what the numbers look like so far. But this is a great game. Great start by both of these teams. Back and forth battle. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Tyler Hero out in the court. Played for the University of Kentucky under head coach John Calipari. Number 13 overall draft pick. And just like I was saying yesterday about the Boston Celtics taking Carson Edwards, as Carson Edwards is a complete gem, I think that Tyler Hero is a complete gem as well. Good pick by Miami to get him at 13, and they took him instead of Romeo Langford, who went to the Celtics at 14. But we got confused out in the chat. Greetings from Miami. Thanks so much for joining me out towards Miami. So yeah, Tyler Hero. So confused right now in the chat. Tyler Hero looking really sharp in this game. Perfect 3 for 3 from the floor as he has 9 points so far, and we're not even done with the first quarter. So we are back to action. Miami with the ball. 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Hero passing that one off, and they're moving it around the perimeter. They have it at the left side as we're back to action here. 4:25 left to go in the first. Miami passing that one off to Hero. Hero with a jumper. Hero rattles around, and it goes into the net right there. Bounced all different places onto that rim, and it found itself right into the net by Tyler Hero. So Hero already with double-digit points. 11 points right now. 20-17 is the score. Miami up by 3, Minnesota with the ball. They pass that one. They're going to make their move inside. Reverse-handed layup. That one goes down by Marquise Moore for 2. Right there by the Timberwolves. Great game so far, guys. Make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. Thanks so much for getting me past the 300 subscriber mark here. in the past 2 days on YouTube as Miami goes into the lane. That floater no good. A tip no good. They try to retain that rebound, and it's the third chance right there that Minnesota finally grabs the defensive boards. So the Timberwolves with the ball. They take the left wing three. It's no good. Tyler Hero snagging the rebound for the Heat as he dribbles this ball up the court at the left baseline. Passing out in right corner three. Taking Miami. They knock it down from the outside right there. That is number 53 for the Heat. Nick Weiler-Babu drains down the triple. 23-19 right now is the score. 3:10 left to go in the first. It's a 4-point lead by Miami. Minnesota with the ball. They dribble as they're going to make their move into the key. Little floater right there. Hit the rim short. Rebounded by the Heat. Miami with the ball now. They take it past the left side of the timeline. Tyler Hero dribbling now. He has it at the left corner. Dribbling baseline. Hero going to sling that one inside. Jumper in the key. No good. And battle for the rebound. It goes to nobody. It's get tipped out of bounds. Minnesota had it for a second, but it got tipped out of bounds by the Timberwolves on the play, and the Heat will get this inbound back with 2:51 left to go in the first. So number 14 for the Heat right now, 11 points for Tyler Hero in this game. Great job on the number 13 overall draft pick so far, shining in this game as we take another commercial break here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me in here on the channel. This is my only stream today. I believe I'll be back tomorrow with a game for you guys. I think I'll be back with a game a half an hour earlier. It's going to be close because I do get home from work around 5:30 or so. It's going to be close with my stream. I think I'll start it at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be the Washington Wizards going up against, I think it was, let's see here, Washington going up against Atlanta. So the Atlanta Hawks I'll get tomorrow. So that's my game tomorrow. And then as far as Friday, I'll be doing a stream on Friday. I should be doing a stream on Saturday. Both of the semi-final games on Sunday and the final game of the Summer League on Monday. So plenty of streams up and coming here in the Summer League as well. But right now we're on the commercial break, as it is a 4-point lead right now. Miami with a 4-point lead, 23-19 against Minnesota with 2:46 left to go in the first. So yeah, some of these teams in the Summer League look really sharp. Both of these teams are undefeated right now in Summer League play. The other team that looks sharp has been the Detroit Pistons. Detroit right now leading the way was Bruce Brown. He had a triple-double today by the Pistons as they beat the 76ers today, 96-81. Also, don't sleep on these two teams. They play tomorrow. Unfortunately, I will not have that game for you guys. I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan, by the way. I'm from Massachusetts. But the Celtics will be playing the Memphis Grizzlies tomorrow. That game is super-duper late for me on the East Coast, so I won't be able to stream it since I have to wake up for work. But both of those teams are undefeated at 3-0, and of course Taco Fall taking this whole Summer League and all the fan bases by storm right now. All the NBA fans cheering for Taco Fall. He's been the hit of the Summer League. As we get back to action, Miami pass inside, and that jumper goes down in the key for two. It's 25-19. Minnesota with the ball. They push it towards the left wing perimeter. They're going to dribble this one inside. That shot too strong off the backboard by Jordan Murphy. It does get an offensive rebound, though, by the Timberwolves, so they keep on possession. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to dribble. They take the fadeaway left elbow jumper. That was a very tough left fadeaway jumper. No good as it hit the top of the rim, or rebounded here by the Heat. Miami now with the ball. They have it at the top of the key at the edge of the Summer League logo. They're going to pass that one towards the left wing perimeter. Miami has the ball at the left wing, looking to take this one inside. Dribble inside, a floater in the key, and that one goes down for two by Kendrick Nunn. It's an 8-point lead here by Miami, 27-19. Minnesota with the ball. Top of the key, they sling it off towards the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass now at the right baseline for the Timberwolves as they're going to take this one inside. Jordan Murphy, no good. Too strong off the backboard, but a whistle on the foul on the play, and Jordan Murphy will shoot two here at the line for Minnesota. So Jordan Murphy last season played basketball for the University of Minnesota, played for the Golden Gophers, and now he finds his way onto the Timberwolves roster. But Jordan Murphy ranked 5th in all college basketball this past season in rebounds per game. He averaged 11 rebounds per game this past season in college basketball. Finds himself here at the free throw line. First shot is no good. Hit the top of the iron. So first shot a miss right there by Jordan Murphy. Second shot here coming up at the free throw line for Murphy as the Timberwolves are down by 8. Second shot, that one's up, that one goes in. So it's a 7-point game here, 27-20 with a minute 45 left to go in the first. Miami will get this inbound. They're going to dribble this one past the half-court logo. They have it at the top of the key. Into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Passes off towards the left wing perimeter here. And they sling it off to Nunn again. Nunn takes the left baseline. Deep 2 jumper. He connects. And it's a 9-point lead once again for Miami. 29-20 with 1:25 left to go in the first. Minnesota now with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbling inside the low post. Turnaround. Spin move right there with a jumper as Jordan Murphy gets fouled again. He'll shoot 2 here at the line. So a minute and 19 left to go in the first here as Jordan Murphy is back at the free throw line for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So first shot by Murphy. That one's up. That one's good. So Jordan Murphy right now is 2 for 3 at the free throw line. So far in this game, 8-point lead by the Heat. Jordan Murphy with his second opportunity here at the free throw line. This one's up. This one's good. Making this back to a 7-point game. It's 29-22. Miami will inbound this ball. Tyler Hero will pass that one off to Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn dribbling this ball to take it past the Summer League logo. Nunn here at the top of the key, dribbling towards the right wing of the perimeter. Now takes it towards the left. He's at the left elbow. Takes the left elbow jumper. He connects with it as Kendrick Nunn was left wide open there with a left elbow J. He hit it. It's 31-22. Minnesota with the ball. They are down by 9. They pass it off towards the left wing. Ball's into the hands of Kalon Martin. Martin dribble, drive to the basket. Banks it home off the backboard for 2. 31-24 is the score with 50 seconds left to go in the first. This first quarter blew right by. The Heat now with the ball. Hero passes off to Kendrick Nunn. Nunn at the top of the key calling the play. He's going to dribble towards the left here. Nunn at the left elbow, going to take this one into the lane, dribble drive into the lane. Kendrick Nunn finishes. He gets fouled as well. As he hits that shot home, it'll go to the line to shoot the free throw as it's a 33-24 lead by the Heat. So let's see here on the last play. Kendrick Nunn at the left elbow, then dribble drive right there into the lane with a layup. Gets that one home into the basket, and he got fouled as well. So shoot the and one at the line. 9-point game. Kendrick Nunn shooting the and one at the line with 37 seconds remaining. And that's a double-digit lead here by the Heat. The largest lead of the game so far. 10-point lead by Miami. 34-24. Minnesota with the ball. 30 seconds left to go before the end of the first quarter. They have it at the edge of the Summer League logo here at half court. They pass it out the top of the key into the hands of Jordan Murphy. Murphy passes left wing now into the hands of Jared Terrell. Dribbling left side baseline. He almost lost the ball for a second. Got it back though. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 17 left to go in the game clock. Left baseline deep 2. No good by Terrell. And it gets rebounded here by the Heat. Miami with the ball. 7 seconds left to go in the first. They have it at the left wing. Miami gonna dribble drive to the basket, and that ball goes way high off the top of the backboard. And it goes out of bounds on the play. Turnover by the Heat right there with 2.8 left to go in the first. So Miami right there with a dribble drive, but that ball was just floated way too high. Minnesota with the ball. 1 second left to go. Half court heave at the buzzer. No good off the top of the backboard, and that is the end of the first quarter right now. 34-24 is the score behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me in here on the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now, we got Heath back on the channel once again today. What's up, my man? Thanks so much, Heath, for joining me back here. So yeah, this game got started around 20 minutes ago. This game's going by really fast right now. So 34-24 is the score at this moment as Miami holds the 10-point lead. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Tyler Hero, the number 13 overall draft pick by the Heat right now. He's the number 2 scorer at this moment. 11 points by Tyler Hero. Perfect 4 for 4 shooting from the floor. But this guy's shooting the ball even better. Kendrick Nunn has not missed a shot so far. Kendrick Nunn for Miami. 15 points. A perfect 7 for 7 from the floor right now. 15 points in 8 minutes by Kendrick Nunn of the Miami Heat. This team looks really good so far in this game. So a couple of these teams have really shined in Summer League play. Let's keep a note of them. Miami, Detroit, Boston. The Pelicans are up towards that as well. Also, the Memphis Grizzlies. These are the teams that's shining in the Summer League so far. You can add Minnesota towards that top of that tier, but maybe towards a little bit below it right now as they play a Miami Heat team that looks like they could possibly win this NBA Summer League title. So it looks like Heat's going to watch the Nuggets versus Warriors game today. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that game's really late. If you guys live on the East Coast like I do, that game tips off at 11:30 p.m. tonight on the East Coast. So that is a really late game. If you're out towards Central Time, Mountain Time, Pacific, then it's earlier for you guys, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But out on the East Coast, that game won't even tip off probably until midnight or so if these games get pushed back on schedule. If one of these games goes into overtime, then it's going to get pushed back further back on the schedule. But yeah, that's dedication by Heat right there, watching Nuggets versus Warriors, a very late game. This is my only stream tonight as we're back to action here for the second quarter. 34-24. I should be back tomorrow with another game. I believe I'll be doing the game at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Washington Wizards taking on the Atlanta Hawks. I think I'll be doing that one tomorrow, and then I'll be doing a game on Friday as well, and a game on Saturday, hopefully, and both of the games on Sunday. I'll be doing the semifinals and the game on Monday. As that turnaround jumper goes down right there for two at the left baseline by the Heat, and they extend their lead. It's 36-24. Hey, that's awesome. I live in Massachusetts too, Heath. That's great. So yeah, great to know people from the same state here. That's awesome. 9:25 left to go in the second. Minnesota with the ball. Jordan Murphy takes that one inside. Bounce pass into the key. They pass that one back outside. Top of the key. They make their move now. Left elbow jumper. Take him out of Timberwolves. It was halfway in, and it rattled right out. Rebounded here by the Heat. 9:10 left to go in the second. Miami with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They push it towards the right wing into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Nunn passes top of the key now into the hands of Nick Weiler. Babb slings that one off towards the left wing to Tyler Hero. Hero at the left baseline, and that ball gets taken out of bounds right there by the Timberwolves, who tipped it right out of bounds. Trying to take it away. Actually, it was number 55, Duncan Robinson, taking that left baseline, and the Heat will get the ball back here with 8:59 left to go in the second. Miami with the inbound as they're going to look to pass it off to somebody here. As they will pass this ball right now at the top of the key, and they take the three. No good as that one hits the bottom part of the rim, gets rebounded here by the Timberwolves. So Minnesota with the ball. They have it at the right wing of the perimeter. Minnesota has it. Do not click on that link, guy. I'm not sure what that's for. I'll remove it here from the channel. If you guys see any links here on the channel, any suspicious links or anything, I'll just remove it for you guys. So yeah, don't chance it just in case it's a virus or anything, as I just removed that. But yeah, whistle on the foul right here with 8:44 left to go in the second. So the Timberwolves get this ball back after the Heat committed a foul. They have it at the left wing. Minnesota dribbling towards the top of the key as this ball is by Kalon Martin. Martin passes back towards the left wing. Naz Reid takes the three, dials it up, no good, gets rebounded by the Heat. As that was Nick Mayo with a rebound by Miami. So the Heat now with the ball. They have it top of the key. Passing towards the left wing here into the hands of Duncan Robinson. Robinson with the ball. Passes that one over. Slinged over. Oh, nice passing right there. That was a very powerful pass, but they couldn't get the backdoor cut in time for Miami, and the ball goes out of bounds. That would have been perfect right there if they could have got it in time, but the pass a little bit off the mark, and the ball went just way too much power in that pass, and it went out of bounds. So the Timberwolves will get this ball back, dribbling at the right elbow. They're going to put up the right elbow jumper. Difficult shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Tip-in goes down right there by Minnesota. Back to a 10-point game. Naz Reid got that shot to go right there by Minnesota. 36-26. 7:55 left to go in the second. And the Heat with the ball. They sling it over towards the right wing. Duncan Robinson passes top of the key now into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn having a stellar game. Passes back top of the key. Robinson dribble drive to the basket here. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to take it past the right side of the timeline. Burst of speed. Going into the lane. And they get stripped of the ball right there as the Heat get it back. Miami full court outlet pass. And they get fouled from behind. And two shots coming up at the free throw line here by Duncan Robinson for the Heat. So 7:31 left to go in the second quarter here as the score is Miami 36, Minnesota 26. So Heath is asking me why there are different country teams in the Summer League. Actually, not really sure the actual reason for that. I found that really interesting, but I think that there's like a specific like country league team that they send like one team per country or something like that over to the Summer League, probably just to like develop players in those countries, but it's only a specific amount of countries, so that's really interesting. So I know China, Croatia, so China and Croatia have been playing in the Summer League so far. Actually, I think Croatia got a win. I think they beat the Charlotte Hornets a couple nights ago, but I think China I don't think China's won a game so far, but yeah, it's really interesting. I think they were thinking about one of the teams was I think it was to do with like RJ Hampton, who's supposed to be he was like a top 10 ESPN top 100 basketball players. Both of those shots go down at the free throw line by Miami, but his team didn't get a chance to play in the summer league. But he's playing international. But yeah, it's really interesting that they have international teams here playing in the summer league, as we have 7:20 left to go in the second. 12-point game, Minnesota with the ball. They pass it off towards the left corner, dribbling left side baseline. They feed it down inside the low post right there, and that is a huge jam. That gets slammed down by Naz Reid for 2 points right there by the Timberwolves. Back to a 10-point game, 38-28. So yeah, I watched a bit of college basketball this past season with LSU in it, and I'd have to say Naz Reid's got some really good height. And right there, he just jammed down the ball. Really good player this past season for LSU. As I'll get you the stats if I have them right here. So Naz Reid averaged 13.6 points per game for the Tigers, 7.2 rebounds per game. But yeah, he was a pretty good piece of that squad this past season here. We got ourselves a 10-point game, 38-28, 6:55 left to go in the second. The Heat will get this ball back. They have it at the left wing. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure for sure if Croatia won. I know the Heat crushed China in the first game of the Summer League. Let's see here if Croatia did win today. I'm going to see. Oh, okay, so they lost by 8 today against the Dallas Mavericks. So Dallas won that game against Croatia earlier today, 79-71. So that was the final score in that one. Milwaukee plays against China later tonight. That's a late game, 11 p.m. tonight. Milwaukee goes up against Team China. So the Timberwolves with the ball dribbling baseline inside. That's a whistle on the foul right there. 6.5 left to go in the second. On the play, it's right now. And it's a 38-30 scores. There was a possession before that the Timberwolves did connect on. But yeah, Miami will get this ball back here. 7:20 left to go in the second. Timberwolves did turn it over underneath the basket. Heat with the ball. They sling it over towards the right wing. They pass it towards the top of the key. Dribbling now at the left wing. Back towards the top of the key. Duncan Robinson puts that ball back into the hands of Tyler Hero. He's into the game once again. He has this ball at the right side of the three-point perimeter. That's a deep three taken. And that is a shot clock violation right there, as that was an air ball floated up from way deep outside at the left wing by the Heat. So the Timberwolves we'll get this ball right back here with an 8-point game. 38-30 being the score right now. So yeah, that's awesome, Heat. So yeah, Heat was saying yesterday that he met Tyler Cook. That's like an honor to do. That's a left corner three, taking like any NBA player to meet. Like even if he makes the G League or even gets cut, that's still like a pretty awesome feat to accomplish right there. But that's awesome though, to meet Tyler Cook. That's great. Hopefully I'll have a better game tonight with the Nuggets though. He was scoreless yesterday, but anything could happen tonight. Hopefully a bounce back game. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Thanks so much for joining me. Anytime. This channel is open anytime. Whenever I do live streams, feel free to just join me in here on the channel. Right now, whistle on the foul was committed on the reach in a moment ago by the Timberwolves. So, moving to commercial break right now, the score, Miami 38, Minnesota 30. When we do get back to action, we'll have 5:37 left to go in the second quarter. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you in 20 minutes, Heat. Thanks so much, man, for joining me. As right now, I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores. Kendrick Nunn shooting the ball 8 for 9 from the floor right now by Miami, as he's leading the way with 17 points. Tyler Hero has 11. Hero, a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. Perfect 3 for 3 from the outside. Did most of his damage in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. So that's where the numbers have gone so far. Duncan Robinson, 5 points in this game so far from the Miami Heat, but he struggled to shoot the ball in this one for Miami. Duncan Robinson, 1 for 7 shooting from the floor right now, as he needs to take some better looks. He was the one who shot the ball from the outside on the last possession that ended up being an air ball for Miami, as it was a shot clock violation. But let's see here from Minnesota, the leading scorers for the Timberwolves. Jordan McLaughlin has 7 points for Minnesota, along with 2 assists right now. 7 points by Keita Bates-Diop for the Timberwolves, as he's been having one great summer league for sure, Keita Bates-Diop, in this summer league, as he was the leading scorer in the first game on Friday against Cleveland, 17 points. He had a double-double on Sunday, 11 points, 11 rebounds for Diop. As well as the other scores right now, let's see, Naz Reid, he threw down a slam dunk early on. Pretty balanced in all categories here for Naz Reid. 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists so far for the LSU rookie at this stage of the game. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a stream as well, guys, and then I'll be back on Friday with another stream as we're back to action here in Miami. With the backdoor cut on that play, they tried to pass it inside, and that ball got tipped out of bounds right there by the Heat. So, turnover by Miami on the play with 5.5 left to go in the second. And the Timberwolves will get this ball right back. 8-point game, 38-30. As Minnesota will get this inbound. They're going to take this one past the half-court logo. Naz Reid hands this one off to his teammate right there from Minnesota. And they'll take the left wing three. And that one was an air ball. Didn't even stand a chance right there. Might have got tipped up in the air as that one fell complete short of the rim. Miami with the ball taking that one into the lane. No good by Tyler Hero. But a little bit of teammate help right there. And the jam on the putback goes down by Ibrahima Faye, number 68. For the Heat, it's a 10-point game, 40-30. Right now, as the scores, we got 4:55 left to go in the second. Minnesota dribbling left wing perimeter with Diop. Diop passes at the right baseline. They sling it back towards the top of the key. Diop making his move into the low post, and Diop missed a reverse-handed layup. Too high off the backboard, rebounded by the Heat. Miami now with the left wing perimeter as they pass it off now into the hands of Nick Weiler-Babs. Flings that one over towards the right corner. Right corner three taken by Hero. A little bit off the mark, and battle for the rebound, and Minnesota gets the ball. So the Timberwolves with the ball. They take the left wing three. No good. Rebounded by the Heat. 10-point game. 4:25 left to go in the second. Yeah, so that guy got deleted here from the chat, Ryan, because he posted a link. Hopefully nobody clicked on it before I had the chance to remove it. I hope that wasn't the case, because if you click on links like that, chances are that it could be like a spam or virus link or so. But yeah, he got removed here from the channel pretty fast. 4:12 left to go in the second. Minnesota was dribbling up the court, and the last play was a ball that got tipped out of bounds right there. So, 40-30 right now is the score. We got players checking in and out of the game here at the moment. Minnesota will retain this one back, so the Heat did tip it out of bounds as it was Minnesota's possession at the left baseline. The Timberwolves have it at the right wing. They pass it towards the right corner. They take the three a little bit too powerful right there with the air ball. They thought that they were fouled, and it gets rebounded here by the Heat. Miami with the ball. They have it at the right wing. They pass it towards the top of the key. Faye sets it up for Hero, and that is an offensive foul on the pick play right there by Ibrahima Faye, number 68 for the Heat. So the ball will go back here to the Timberwolves with 3:53 left to go in the second. The score still 40-30 right now. Duncan Robinson checks out of the game at the moment here for Miami. Nick Weiler-Babb coming into the game here for the Heat as the Timberwolves will get it back. Minnesota with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They pass that one over towards the right wing. That one's into the hands here of Diop. Diop, top of the key, dribbling towards his left. Looking to pass it to somebody. Does. Passes towards the right wing. And we got ourselves an offensive foul on the play by Minnesota right there. And a screenplay set up. Looked like number 3, Jared Terrell, gets called with a foul right there for Minnesota. So the ball go back to the Heat here with 3:38 left to go in the second. So yeah, both of these players having a great game. Kendrick Nunn for Miami, shooting the ball at spectacular clip from the floor. I think he's 8 for 9 right now. Tyler Hero, I think, is 4 for 5 from the floor. That lob pass going up over the top. It should have been an alley-oop, and Ibrahima Faye missed the oop part of it as he tried too hard for the jam, and the ball just went off the rim. Minnesota with a quick 3 in transition. No good at the right corner. Another rebound by Miami. Miami with a lob pass over the top. No good on that alley-oop. They do get the offensive rebound, and they throw that one back underneath, and that is a two-handed jam right there that gets thrown down by Ibrahima Faye for Miami. As a 12-point lead here with a timeout on the court with 3:05 left to go in this second quarter. Tyler Hero gets credited with the assist right there as he bounce passes that one inside the low post right to Ibrahima Faye, who two-hand jams it down for the bucket for the Heat. So yeah, right now we are on a commercial break, guys. If you have any players that you're looking for in this game, feel free to message me in the chat. If there's any like team player stats that you're looking for in this one, but I'm gonna update you guys with the leading scorers throughout this game right now. Kendrick Nunn for Miami still leading the way in this game. 17 points by Nunn. as he's shooting the ball still 8 for 9 from the floor. Tyler Hero 4 for 6 right now shooting from the floor. 11 points by Tyler Hero. Started out incredibly hot from the court as he started out a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. And as far as Minnesota's numbers have gone, the Timberwolves' numbers look like this. 7 points by Keita Bates-Diop leading the way. Jordan McLaughlin has 7 points as well. So, Franz is in the chat. Thanks so much for joining me. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to show the game because if I do so, I'll get a copyright violation. But I'll post in here on the channel. So, go to ESPN3.com. So, go to ESPN3 and you should be able to get the live stream for free if you have an internet. So, if you go to ESPN3, just type in ESPN3 in Google, and then in the live function of it, just find the game that says Minnesota versus Miami. You should be able to click live if you have an internet service provider, and then after that, you should be able to get the actual live game that's going on. So that's how you can find the game right now. It is being broadcast on NBA TV, which is a pay-per-view channel, I believe, but I'm getting the game for free off ESPN TV because I actually don't have NBA TV myself. But yeah, right now 42-30 is the score right now. Thanks so much everybody for joining me in here. Still looking at the undefeated teams. Detroit moving on to 4-0 right now in Summer League play, undefeated right now for the Pistons. Celtics take on the Grizzlies tomorrow night, 3-0. Both of those teams are perfect right now in the Summer League, and these two teams are perfect as well right now. 3-0 for the Timberwolves and the Heat. As we're back to action here, Minnesota with the ball, and they try to go for the floater right there in the key, and that one went way too low at the rim, and it got taken away right there by Miami. The Heat with the ball with 2:40 left to go in the second. They have the ball at the top of the key. It's Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn dribbling towards the right side of the three-point perimeter. And now he's going to take this one inside. He passes that one back to his teammate at the left wing. As Miami takes the left elbow jumper. They connect with it for two. By the Heat right there, it's 44-30. So that shot goes down from the floor by Ibrahim Afei. Minnesota down by 14. They have the ball at the right elbow. Going to make a move into the key. And that shot gets blocked out of bounds by Miami right there. Big block by the Heat as the Timberwolves will get this ball back on the inbound with 2:16 left to go in the second. It was number 68, Ibrahim Afei, who got the big block inside the low post right there by the Heat. Let's see here in the last play, as the Timberwolves were going inside a low post, they tried to float up that shot, and Fay with the block. Minnesota back to action, another block right there by Fay. Back-to-back possessions with blocks. Miami gets this ball off the block. They have it at the right elbow. They pass it towards the top of the key. Sling it over towards the left wing. Hero, bounce pass. Now into the hands of Yante Martin. Martin trying to dribble inside the low post. Whistle and foul committed right there on the play by the Timberwolves as we have 1:59 left to go in the second. Ibrahim Afei really showing what he's got on the court right now for the Miami Heat. Number 68, the rookie from the country of Senegal right now. 6'9" center into the game for the Heat with 2 blocks so far. So non-shooting foul, so the Heat will get this inbound. They pass that ball at the top of the key into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Nunn, leading scorer right now with 18. Passes that one over to Martin. Martin, jumper in the key, no good. Gets rebounded here by the Timberwolves. Minnesota with the ball. They pass it over towards the left wing. Into the hands of Keita Bates-Diop. Diop passes that one to his teammate. Tried to go for the tomahawk jam, and that one hit the top of the iron by Mitchell Creek. Offensive rebound, though, by the Timberwolves, and they get fouled underneath. So 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line by Jordan Murphy. So Minnesota right now is down by 14. They'll have 2 shots coming up by the graduating senior from Minnesota, the University of Minnesota, for the Golden Gophers. That is Jordan Murphy. He ranked number 5 in all college basketball this past season in rebounds per game. Averaged 11 rebounds throughout the season as he went into Big Ten play last season. But 2 shots here coming up for Jordan Murphy at the line. First shot's up, first shot's good. It is 44-31 right now is the scores. We have 1:40 left to go in the second. Second shot coming up at the free throw line here by Jordan Murphy. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Second shot goes up and it goes through by Jordan Murphy. It's back to a 12-point game. 44-32 right now is the score. Miami with the ball. They bounce passes over towards the right wing. Martin with the ball. He slings it over towards the top of the key into the hands here of Faye passes over to Tyler Hero at the left wing. Hero taking this one inside the lane. Hero gets that shot to fall as he goes in for the left-handed layup for 2. So Hero banking it home off the glass. He has 13 points right now, as that is a huge block right there by Ibrahima Faye as Minnesota tried to go for the layup inside. Big block from behind, but Faye tried to pass it off to a teammate right there. Got stolen by Minnesota. Minnesota got the ball stripped from them. Miami here on the fast break. They lost control of the ball. Ball got tipped out of bounds, though, by the Timberwolves. So the Heat will get this ball back with a minute left to go in the first half. Oh, man, huge block right there by Ibrahima inside the low post. He has 3 blocks so far. We're back to action. That's a shot taken deep, too, at the right elbow. That one goes down by Duncan Robinson. 48-32 right now is the score. Minnesota is down by 16, the largest deficit of the game by the Timberwolves. They bounce pass over towards the right wing. Lob it over at the right baseline. Spin move in the key. Jordan Murphy couldn't finish. Hits the rim short. Gets his own rebound back. Puts it back in for 2 by... Actually, yeah, Naz Reid put it back for 2 right there. Yeah, both of those players have dreadlocks, by the way. That was number 11, Naz Reid underneath. So it was Naz Reid instead of Jordan Murphy. You got the putback right there. 4-2 by the Timberwolves. Miami dribbling inside the low post. They bank one home off the backboard for 2. 50-34 right now to score with 33 seconds left to go before halftime right now. Both of those players are similar on the roster. Naz Reid, number 11 for Minnesota. Jordan Murphy, number 14. And the shot at the free throw line as Miami was fouled goes down. It's 51-34. So the Heat were fouled. They banked the shot home off the backboard. They got fouled. Shot the ball at the free throw line for the and one, and they got it. 20 seconds left to go before halftime. Minnesota down by 17. They have the ball at the top of the key, dribbling towards their right. Now they're going to make the move inside. They pass it back. They take the 3 at the left wing. They connect. They hit it right there from the outside as they drain the triple. 51-37 right now is the score. 6 seconds left to go before halftime. Miami dribbling. They take the right baseline fadeaway shot. They're hitting it. They're hitting on all cylinders right there as that shot goes down off the backboard by Duncan Robinson. Half-court heave, and that one's no good as we are at halftime. As we got Kevin Juice in the chat. What's good, my man? So thanks so much, Kevin Juice, for joining me right now on the channel. And yeah, Tyler Hero doing really well. I'm going to update you guys with how many points Hero has at halftime right now. So Kendrick Nunn is the leading scorer for the Heat, but Tyler Hero out on fire. First 6 minutes of this game, he had 11 points. Tyler Hero right now with 13 points, 17 minutes on the court by Tyler Hero. Most of the damage was done in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter by Tyler Hero. So 13 points today by the number 13 overall draft pick, Tyler Hero from the University of Kentucky. Great game again for him as he was the leading scorer with 25 in the game yesterday. But the leading scorer right now at halftime for the Heat, Kendrick Nunn. He has 17, shooting the ball 8 for 9 from the floor. Tyler Hero, 5 for 7 right now, shooting from the court. So both of those guys carrying 30 out of the 53 points scored combined by Hero and Nunn at halftime. We're going to look to the Timberwolves here with a leading scorer, Keita Bates-Diop, leading the way with 10 points right now by Minnesota. And Naz Reid putting together a pretty good performance here on both sides of the court, as he scored 8 points so far by Reid, along with 7 rebounds so far by the rookie from LSU. So great game played in this one by the Miami Heat, hitting shots on all cylinders, as that's what they've done so far in this one. I thought that this would be Miami's game too coming into this one. I saw Minnesota's schedule, and Minnesota hasn't really played the toughest of teams here in the Summer League. I think all 3 of these teams have records of 1-2 right now, I believe. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they beat Atlanta Hawks, and Milwaukee. They either have 1-2 records or 1-3 right now, I believe, for all 3 of those teams. But Miami has played the tougher schedule so far out of all of them. They beat Utah 93-81. Utah, of course, a very good team, as Tony Bradley plays on Utah. He's basically been a double-double machine in these Summer League games, but they did have the benefit of playing Team China early. They crushed them in that one, but right now we're at halftime. Miami shooting the ball spectacular from the floor at 56% right now. If you guys like what I do, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'll update you guys as what's going on throughout the league right now in Summer League action. Chicago squeaking out a close one against Charlotte today. 75-72 was the final, as Daniel Gafford led the way for the Chicago Bulls. He had a double-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds in that game for Gafford. We're going to see what Kobe White had for his numbers in the game. Kobe White, another poor shooting performance. He just hasn't been able to connect from downtown. 1 for 7 once again today from three-point range. His first 2 games in the Summer League, Kobe White was 0 for 10. But the struggles by the freshman from UNC, number 7 overall draft pick, continue as he only scored 11 points today while playing 31 minutes on the court. So we're going to look towards the other games in the Summer League as well. Brooklyn beat Orlando today 93-85. That was the final of that one. As the other games that went down, Detroit moves on to a perfect 4-0 right now. The Pistons beat the Philadelphia 76ers 96-81 as Detroit was led the way right here. Bruce Brown, 11 points along with 14 rebounds and 10 assists, tallying up a triple-double. That's one hell of a game right there by Bruce Brown of the Detroit Pistons on the squad today, trying to make the roster for the Pistons. But let's see the other games. Dallas beat Croatia today. 79-71 was the final there for the Dallas Mavericks. Shane Whittington had 19 points, led the team in scoring for the game here, as we got ourselves a blowout in the other game going on right now. New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers without even Zion on the court, and the Pelicans are just crushing Cleveland 26-11 with 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter there. But yeah, right here at halftime, 53-37 is the score. I thought that team was unreal, what the Pelicans were doing in the last game they played on Monday night. Jackson Hayes and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, they were getting like all the shots to convert from the floor. Jackson Hayes with the hops, looking like Super Mario, jumping from brick to brick like he was playing on the Starburst level, getting that star-up power, because Jackson Hayes made Sports Center in the highlight reel with that huge slam dunk. But we got Edwin back in the chat. What's good, my man? Thanks so much, Edwin, for joining me right now. We are at halftime between both with these teams right now. Miami holding the 53-37 lead against Minnesota right now at the stage of this one. But yeah, I'm going to look towards the Pelicans-Cavaliers game. Is there right now. They're about to end the first quarter, but let's see here. Jackson Hayes only with 4 points so far. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, number 2 scorer, with 6 points by the Pelicans. It's Marcos Lozada Silva with another stellar game here by the Pelicans once again early on with 7 points so far in that one, as they're crushing the Cavs up by 16 points early on in that game. Yeah, this game's got a pretty big lead right now too, 53-37. But yeah, Pelicans are just crushing the Cavaliers in the other game that's just finished the first quarter, basically. 27-11 is the score of that one. The other games that played today, most of them were close, actually. Bulls beat the Hornets 75-72. Nets beat the Magic 93-85. Pistons beat the 76ers 96-81. Mavericks beat Croatia today 79-71. And then 2 games right now that's playing out. Both of these games are pretty big leads here at the moment. But right now we are at halftime. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me in here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. And we had 30-plus viewers or so in the first game for the Celtics against the Cavaliers on Monday. We had around 22 viewers. I think we topped yesterday all at the same time, which was awesome. And then that game was crazy. The game last Friday, Zion versus RJ, that one made it over 40 in the chat for people watching at once. But yeah, Miami, what they've been doing so well from the floor is these 2 things. Rebounding. They've been able to out-rebound the Timberwolves right now, 21-14 on the floor, shooting the ball. The Heat have shot the ball as well from the floor. 56% right now by Miami, shooting the ball from the court right now at this stage of the game. And Minnesota played pretty well their first 2 games in the Summer League defensively, but they just ran into a much better, much higher scoring Miami Heat team today in that first half. So the Summer League playoffs start on Saturday with the quarterfinals. So the Summer League playoffs start on Saturday. I believe I should have a game hopefully for you guys on Saturday. I know I'm going out with my family to have a dinner a little while away, like 40 minutes away or so, having like a family dinner or so, but I should hopefully have one game on Saturday with the quarterfinals. And then I'm going to have both of the games with the semifinals on Sunday. So semifinals are on Sunday, and the Summer League finals are on Monday. So yeah, Edwin thinking that the Celtics are in the finals. Celtics, for sure, look like the one of the best teams here in the Summer League. Of course, the Miami Heat look absolutely great right now. The Detroit too. The Pistons look great so far in the Summer League. Celtics by far are my, of course, they're my favorite team to watch right now. I'm a Celtics fan, but if I had to rate the teams in the Summer League, this Celtics team is the most fun out of all the teams playing here in the Summer League to watch. I just love what they do on the court. A good amount of these players I watched in college this past season, they're killing it on the court. Taco Fall, Carson Edwards, Grant Williams, Tremont Waters for the Celtics. They are doing an incredible job for the Celtics through 3 games in the court. Unfortunately for Guerschon Yabusele, his days as wearing the Celtics green ended today as Guerschon Yabusele was cut earlier. He was waived by the Celtics squad earlier today. But here we are back to action for the third quarter. Yes, they got the taco for sure. Giant, large, 7-foot taco inside the low post. That first shot no good by the Heat at the left wing. Rebounded here by the Timberwolves. We are back to action with 9:38 left to go in the third. Minnesota with the ball. They're dribbling towards the left wing perimeter. Jordan McLaughlin with the ball. As he passes that one over, they sling it towards the top of the key. They take the 3 at the top of the key. They were open for a second, but couldn't hit it with Josh Okogie. Miami with the ball. Tyler Hero dribbling past defender, slings it out. As nice passing around the perimeter. Passing it out towards the right wing. Now slings it over towards the left wing. They take the 3 at the left wing. No good by Duncan Robinson. Battle for the rebound. That is an offensive rebound by the Heat, so they'll retain it here. Miami passes that one back towards the top of the key. The Heat pass it towards the left corner. They take the 3. Robinson knocking it down from the outside. He drains the triple. 56-37 as the Timberwolves get the full court pass, as that was a bad shot underneath. That shot was forced underneath with one man completely closely guarding him as Naz Reid missed the shot too high off the backboard. Heat got the rebound. Heat tried to take it a distance to the court. No good right there. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Minnesota dribbling into the lane. They got fouled right there. So 56-37 right now with 8:41 left to go in the third. Miami is up by a bunch right now. They're up by 19 in this game. So let's see here. Guerschon got waived today. Who do I think they'll sign? Interesting. From the reports I've been reading, looks like they could sign Taco since they cleared open that space. Looks like they have a good chance of signing Taco to the actual Celtics roster. Now, since they opened up another space since Yabusele didn't make it in. As that first shot goes down at the free throw line. But yeah, I like Carson Edwards should definitely make the roster for sure. I believe yesterday, before that Summer League game against Denver, I think him and the Celtics in the morning yesterday were already basically in the talking stages of contract for what the next steps were for Carson Edwards. I think Tremont Waters, they put him on a 2-way contract, so I think he's going to be bouncing up and down from G League Maine and the Celtics when they need him, but I think they're going to develop him more in G League Maine, and then when needed, if they do need Tremont Waters, they'll put him up for the Celtics if they are short players, if they do have players hurt. But that is another shot right there from 3, and they knock it down by the Heat. It's 59-39. So 8:12 left to go in the third. I think for sure as well Grant Williams they need to put on the roster for the Celtics. He hasn't scored the most points for the Celtics in the Summer League, but he's very efficient, very balanced on all different stages of the game, on all different statistical categories. He's a great rebounder. I think he's been getting like an average of 6 rebounds in these Summer League games Grant Williams had. He just needs to improve his shooting at like the 3-point range and stuff like that, but he's a really good defender down inside the low post. Also a great passer as well. He had that awesome pass over the top to Taco Fall yesterday. That Taco snagged up in the air and slammed it down. As we have a whistle and a foul here. 7:54 left to go in the third. We do have a Miami player down as well in the court. Looks like he's grabbing his left knee. This is not good. That's Chris Silva for the Heat that is down on the ground right now. So Chris Silva is injured for Miami. Right now, a TV timeout. Heading to commercial break right now, and it's 59-39. We have Heath back in the chat. What's good, my man? Thanks so much, Heath, for joining me back here. So last play right there, dribbling left side baseline from Chris Silva. as he actually didn't have the ball. That was Tyler Hero who was dribbling left side baseline. Tyler Hero went down and he went and fell down, and unfortunately Tyler Hero's back area landed right on the knee area of number 73, Chris Silva, for the Miami Heat. So we do have an injury right now on the court. Chris Silva is down with a left knee injury, as we have a television commercial break here as they just cut to on the feeds. So yeah, let's look towards what's going on right now in this game. The leading scorer right now, leading the way, is Kendrick Nunn still with 20 points by Miami. He's shooting the ball at a spectacular clip right now from the floor. 90% by Kendrick Nunn in this one. Tyler Hero doing great so far as well. 13 points. His first 11 points of this game were scored in basically the first 6 minutes of this one. 12 points by Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson has been taking a ton of shots, though. Forcing a ton of shots by Duncan Robinson. 12 points, but he does have 12 shooting attempts so far in this game with 17 minutes on the court. Looking at Minnesota's numbers now, this is what the numbers look like. Keita Bates-Diop still leading the way in scoring, 10 points. Naz Reid with 8 points along with 8 rebounds so far. Ibrahim Afei has had quite the game on the defensive end here for the Heat. He has 3 blocks so far by the big man, Ibrahim Afei, number 68. For Miami, as we have 7:20 left to go in the third. So yeah, there was an injury on the last play in the court here. Last play, Tyler Hero got the ball, dribbled left side baseline, went down into the key, and he fell down right on his teammate's kneecap, and his teammate got hurt on the play. That was Chris Silva, number 73. But we are back to action right now with the channel. Minnesota with a ball, and they drain right down the three-point shot as it is 59-42, so that was a 3 from outside. We got Sports Fan TV back in the chat. Thanks so much, Sports Fan. Welcome back into the channel once as well. It's a 17-point game as the Heat have the lead, 59-42. Offensive turnover right there by Miami as the Timberwolves have the ball. They have it at the free throw circle here. They sling it over towards the right wing. They're going to take the 3 from outside with McLaughlin. He drains it once again. That's back-to-back three-pointers. 59-45 right now, as it was a 19-point lead. Now it's gone down to 14 right now, as that ball goes inside. Fast break transition, up and in for a 2 off the steal by the Timberwolves. Looking like this right now. Heat going from Minnesota, and Minnesota's on quite a run right now. They're on an 8-0 run in the past, 45 seconds or so. Heat with the ball at the top of the key. They've just been pushing tempo and missing shots the past 3 possessions. Left elbow jumper, no good by Nunn. Gets his own offensive rebound. Put back goes up and in by number 25, Kendrick Nunn. He is leading the scoring tonight right now. I believe he's over 20 as well in this game. 61-47 right now. As Minnesota goes inside the low post, whistle and a foul right there. As that layup could not go by the Timberwolves, but they got fouled underneath with 6.5 left to go in this third quarter. As we have Raydro in the chat. Hey, thanks so much, Raydro. Raydro, thanks so much for joining my channel as well. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike that like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. I call all different types of play-by-play throughout the basketball season. College basketball to the NBA March Madness, the NBA playoffs, and the NBA Finals. Also doing the NBA Summer League as well, which right now Minnesota is down by 13. They hit that free throw at the line, making it 61-48. So the Heat are up by a good amount of points so far. Thanks so much, everybody, for making this channel possible, and big thank you towards getting past 300 subscribers just the other night. Since I've started the Summer League, we've gained 50 plus subs this week from the Summer League streams only. Second shot goes down at the free throw line. 61-49, Minnesota still down as the Heat have the ball. They have it at the top of the key. They're going to take the move inside. Missed. Slam dunk right there. Trying to dunk it over a defender with a left-handed jam. No good. Rebounded by Minnesota. Minnesota too sloppy with the ball as the Heat steal it. In the backcourt right there as Miami took the right baseline jumper. They got fouled on the play with 6:15 left to go in the third. So yeah, a lot of back and forth here with both of these teams pushing tempo completely on the court. But yeah, Miami on the possession before, missing that slam dunk by Kendrick Nunn, trying to soar past somebody, just couldn't do it on the Superman move right there. Nunn with the ball, bounce pass inside by Miami. They sling it back towards the left wing. As that is Duncan Robinson pass underneath the basket as Yante Monson tried to take the jumper in the key, and a whistle on the foul right here with 6:04 left to go in the third, and that is an offensive foul committed by Yante Monson on the play. Monson for Miami went into the lane and bumped right into a Minnesota defender. So the Timberwolves will get this ball back after that offensive foul committed by the Heat. So Minnesota is down by 12. They're going to get this offensive inbound here. So this is Jordan McLaughlin. McLaughlin passing that ball towards the right corner here. Timberwolves have it. They pass it towards the top of the key here from Minnesota. Minnesota dribbling towards the left wing perimeter. They pass it off towards the right wing. Josh Okogie going inside. Okogie missing the layup by the Timberwolves, and that one gets rebounded here by the Heat. My favorite team is the Boston Celtics. I'm from Massachusetts. 50 minutes south of Boston and 20 minutes to the east of Providence, Rhode Island. As the Timberwolves take the three at the top of the key. That one's no good, and it's rebounded here by Miami. Nick Mayo got the rebound. The Heat with the ball as they sling it over towards the top of the key, making their move inside. That pass, though, in the key, intended for a teammate right there. Goes over the head of Yante Mott and got tipped off the top of his fingertips and out of bounds. So turnover by the Heat. And the Timberwolves will get this one back. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for joining my channel right now. I appreciate it. Radro in the chat here for the first time here on the channel. Thanks so much for joining me as we got ourselves a 12-point game still. Minnesota with the ball. They have it top of the key. 5:10 left to go in the third. They pass it towards the left corner baseline. Dribbling now to the hoop, and they get fouled as the Timberwolves will shoot two here at the line with Josh Okogie. So Josh Okogie on the last play got the pass at the left corner of the perimeter. Dribble left side baseline to the bucket and got fouled on that last play. Nice shot fake as he did a shot fake there at the left corner, the three-point perimeter to get around Tyler Hero, and then another Miami Heat player committed the foul. So 2 shots at the free throw line by Josh Okogie from Minnesota. First shot's no good. We have 5:07 left to go in the third. Oh, yeah, I cannot wait for next season. It's going to be one fun Celtics team for sure. And that's awesome. So, yeah, Radro, a Miami Heat fan as well. Could get interesting with you guys. You guys could become a contender. If the Heat land Russell Westbrook, you guys would go up in the power rankings, basically probably up to like the second place team in the East, right behind the Bucks. So that second shot right there at the free throw line goes down by the Timberwolves at 61-50. That shot no good by Miami. Minnesota gets the rebound. Minnesota driving right side baseline to the hoop, and they lay it up and in right there for 2. So that shot goes down. They got fouled as well as Jordan McLaughlin will shoot the and one at the line, and we got ourselves back to a single-digit game. This game was, wow, this deficit was down by a bunch, but now they've cut it to 9. 4:49 left to go in the third. Should get really interesting next season. If you guys are a Miami Heat fan, you guys are probably praying to get Russell Westbrook to team up with Jimmy Butler for next season. But you guys should, and hopefully Miami should keep Tyler Hero. This kid is going to be a complete gem someday, as that and one goes down at the free throw line. That's an 8-point game. So yeah, Tyler Hero, the Heat really need to keep Tyler Hero there. They haven't signed him yet. So what I've heard from sources is that the Miami Heat haven't signed Tyler Hero because I guess he might be a part of this Russell Westbrook trade if it even happens to Miami. As Hero takes the left baseline jumper, no good, as that shot hit the front part of the rim. It gets rebounded here by the Timberwolves. 4.5 left to go in the third quarter. Minnesota with the ball. As they go left baseline dribbling, they two-handed jam it with authority right there by Mitchell Creek. It is 61-55. Oh, wow, so that's great. So they signed, yeah, I didn't check 2 hours ago or so. I checked in my lunch break at work, which was around 1 o'clock today. That's awesome. Thanks so much for the update. So Radro saying that they just signed Tyler Hero 2 hours ago. The Heat just scored as well on their side of the court, 63-55 right now. That's awesome. So it looks like Tyler Hero will definitely be a Miami Heat player right now to start off his career. Right corner three, taken from the outside. Minnesota drains that one, as that one goes down from 3-point range. That one goes down by number 45, Brandon McCoy, getting a couple minutes here and there. Heat now with the ball, taking that one inside. Too strong off the backboard. They thought a foul should have been called. They don't get back on transition. Minnesota to the bucket. They missed the layup. Too strong off the backboard. Miami gets it back. They got the rebound. The Heat with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Into the hands here on Nick Weiler-Babb. Weiler-Babb dribbling. Slings it over to Duncan Robinson at the left wing. Robinson gonna take this one into the lane. Passing that one back towards the right corner. They take the three. From the outside, they connect with it. The triple going down right there from the outside and back to an 8-point game. That was number 70, Nick Mayo, drained down the three. 66-58. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike this like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Tyler Cook, Tyler Hero would be a beast. So both of those, Tyler Cook and Tyler Hero, would be a beast. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. The sky's the limit for Tyler Hero. He's going to have such a great career, hopefully. Only 19 years old, and he's producing in these Summer League games. Three-point shot taken in Miami. Connects from the outside with Nick Weiler-Babb on the last play right there at the right corner. That ball almost went off his head, but he took a difficult shot deep at the right corner as far as you could get and hit the three. As we have Raydro here. Gotta go, man. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining my channel. You guys have been awesome here in the chat once again. So yeah, I love it when new people join here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to know when I go live if you really enjoy this channel as well. As it looks like Sports Fan TV doing the ESPYs live right now. That's awesome. That's cool. I'll check that out after I finish my live stream here. So right now we're on commercial break. 69-58 is the score. We're in the third quarter right now. The Heat are up by 11. So back-to-back three-point shots by Miami. Going to update you guys with the leading scores here. We have 2:51 left to go in the third when we do get back to action. Yep, Tyler Cook not on the Heat. He's on the Nuggets right now. But that would be pretty cool. Tyler Cook teaming up with the other Tyler Hero. That would be pretty cool if both of those guys could team up in the near future or so. But this is what it looks like right now. Kendrick Nunn leading the way in the scoring right now for the Miami Heat. He has 22 points at the moment. Tyler Hero, number 13 overall draft pick taken by Miami. Very smart choice to take Tyler Hero, I'd say, over Romeo Langford. Romeo Langford taken number 14 by the Boston Celtics. It was projected that Langford would go to the Heat and the Celtics would land Hero, but actually this thing, I think, worked out more for the Celtics because they do get a guard in the lineup as a bench player. That is Carson Edwards. Complete steal by the Celtics. And the Miami Heat keep Tyler Hero, which is awesome towards Miami to build him up towards his prosperous career. Looks to be here for Tyler Hero. Looks like he's going to have a really great career well ahead of him. The sky's the limit for Tyler Hero. Only 19 years old. Played 1 year at Kentucky, and we haven't seen the fullest potential yet of Tyler Hero so far, but we've seen him explode in these summer leagues right now. He's the number 2 scorer by Miami. He has 15 points right now. Duncan Robinson with 12 points by the Heat. 13 points leading the way is Jordan McLaughlin right now for the Timberwolves. We are back to action here. Minnesota with a three-point shot. They drain it down at the right corner for 3. So Minnesota hanging in there, down by 8 once again. 69-61. Hey, thanks so much, Heath. I appreciate that. No problem. I should be back tomorrow with another stream and plenty more Summer League game streams for sure. So feel free to turn on those notifications. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well so you know when I come back on. As that ball gets taken away, Miami missed the open layup. Minnesota with the ball driving inside to the basket, into the lane. They lay it up and in for 2. 69-63 is the score. Like button, smash those, subscribe if you're new. Thanks so much for the over 300 subs 2 days ago on the channel. We've crushed that mark. Jumper to key. That one's no good right there by Nick Mayo. Miami gets rebounded by the Timberwolves. So Minnesota with the ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbling at the top of the key. They float it up. Over the top. Jordan Murphy has it underneath the basket. Murphy finishing for 2. He banks it home off the backboard. This game is gotten interesting. Miami was up by 19 at one point. Now it's a 4-point game. 69-65. Tale of 2 halves for sure. In this one, the Heat with the ball at the left elbow. Tyler Hero dribbling inside. Hero lost control of that. We're going to see if there was contact on the play. Yes, there was. Minnesota tipped that ball out of Tyler Hero's hands as Hero's trying to dribble inside the lane. So the Heat will get this ball back on their side of the court underneath the basket for the inbound. Nick Mayo to pass it off. Tried to lob that one. Ball got tipped in the air off the inbound as the Timberwolves steal it. So bad pass by Nick Mayo. Minnesota with the ball at the right wing. They're dribbling towards the top of the key. They pass it inside and the ball goes off the fingertips of Jordan Murphy. Intercepted by Nick Mayo of Miami. Miami in transition. Catch and shoot 3. Left wing. No good by Kendrick Nunn. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to take this one. Burst of speed into the lane. Trying to finish to the hole. They do. It's a 2-point game. Oh my goodness. This comeback is wild right now. Keelan Martin for the Timberwolves hit that one home for 2. 69-67. This is a 9-0 run in the last minute and 50 by Minnesota. Miami dribbling inside. They lose control of the ball, but Minnesota tips it out off their hands once again, so the Heat will inbound it on their side of the court underneath the basket here with 43 seconds left to go in this third quarter. What a game between both of these teams. It looked like Miami was just complete domination. Bounce pass, backdoor cut underneath, and they bake it home right there for two. We're going to see if this counts. I think it went off the backboard up and in, but there was a whistle and a foul in the last play here as the Heat had the ball. Good backdoor cut in that last play. Let's see what's going to go on. And okay, so they're going to take away the bucket right there. Interesting. From my angle here, I thought it went into the net, but two shots coming up at the free throw line by the Heat. First shot goes up. First shot's good. 70-67 is the score right now as the Heat are at the free throw line shooting two as the first one went up and in. Second shot coming up at the free throw line. These two teams are one of 5 teams right now still undefeated in Summer League play. As the second shot, that one's no good. Try to go for the tip in. Miami gets their own offensive board. They're going to sling it back towards the left wing perimeter. They pass it at the right corner. Nice shot fake. Mayo back to Robinson. Duncan Robinson with a shot fake right there. Lost control of the ball. Bodies on the ground. Minnesota with a steal. 70-67 is the score. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Minnesota has it. They have it at the top of the key. As this is right now Keita Bates Diop with the ball for the Timberwolves. 15 seconds left to go. 8 on the shot clock. 13 left to go in the game clock. 5-second differential. Minnesota passing left wing. Dribbling into the key. They fling it back outside. Right wing three taken in. We have a whistle and a foul underneath right there. That's an offensive foul committed by Minnesota as they slung that ball out towards the right wing. They took it into the lane instead right before that. Entire battle of the Timberwolves ran over Miami Heat defender. So Miami commits the charge and the Heat will get the ball right back. So the Heat with the ball. 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Dribbling now at the left corner as they are closely guarded. 3 seconds left. Sling it back. They take a desperation three. Nick Mayo just floats it up at the horn. Not even close. Terrible look right there. He got the ball very late. Had to float it up. Wasn't even close to the basket right there. It was an air ball, and we just ended the third quarter. Miami up 70-67 right now. The Heat were cruising in this game. They were winning by like 19 points or so. In the early stages here. They were crushing the Timberwolves at halftime, but look at this. Minnesota has climbed right back in it, down by 3 at the end of the third quarter. Moving on to the fourth quarter here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel. So right now, commercial break. Going to update you guys with the leading scores. So right now, leading the way, Kendrick Nunn. He has 22 points for the Heat in this game, leading the way. Number 13 overall draft pick, Tyler Hero, has got 15 points so far in this one. 3 for 5 from the outside by Hero. His first 11 points were scored in this game in the first 6 minutes. 13 points in this one by Duncan Robinson for the Miami Heat. As we look to the Minnesota numbers here, the Timberwolves, 13 points leading the way by Jordan McLaughlin. 11 points by Josh Okogie. And 10 points by Keita Bates Diop in this one for the Timberwolves in this game. So those are the numbers right now from the floor. Naz Reid, 8 points, 8 rebounds for Minnesota. And that's what the numbers look so far in this game as the Timberwolves have climbed right back in it. They were shooting the ball at halftime around 35% from the floor. That number has slowly crept on climbing up in the third quarter. And now they're shooting the ball at 44% from the floor. So a big difference there in this one as we only get ourselves a 3-point game when we do get back to action here on the channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this channel happen right now. You guys have been awesome. I should be back with another stream for tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Washington Wizards against the Atlanta Hawks. Right after I get done with my full-time job tomorrow at work, I should be streaming a game tomorrow for you guys. But here we are going back to action. 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Both of these teams currently undefeated in Summer League play. Somebody will lose tonight. Somebody will win. Unless the game gets suspended for an earthquake as we're back to action. Minnesota with the ball. Passing out the top of the key. Going to make their move as they take the jumper at the free throw circle. No good. Gets rebounded by Kendrick Nunn of the Heat. Miami with the ball. 9:35 left to go in the first. They have it. Top of the key. Going to make their move now at the right elbow with Kendrick Nunn. Passing that one at the top of the free throw circle. Into the hands of Martin. Yante Martin hands that one off to Duncan Robinson. Slings it over to Nick Mayo. Mayo passes the left wing perimeter into the hands of Nick Weiler-Babb. Takes the 3 at the left wing. No good. Rebounded by Minnesota. Oh, this one's trouble Full court pass, outlet pass, two-handed jam by the Timberwolves. And it is a one-point game. There was only one man back there to defend, and Minnesota just too fast in transition. Right there, slammed it down with a one-handed right-hand jam. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Miami with the ball at the left wing. Mayo hands that one off. Stolen away here. Minnesota, one man to beat from behind this Mayo. Minnesota going to the bucket. They got fouled. They almost got that shot in, but Mayo followed him from behind, so the Timberwolves have a chance to tie this thing up at the free throw line. This is incredible. They've been down by 19 points in this game, and now they are down by 1. They have a chance to tie it right here at the line. Minnesota has been looking sharp in these last 2 plays. So 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by the Timberwolves. So we have the first shot here. This one's up by Minnesota. No good, though. They missed that one. Hit the top of the iron right there by, that is Keelan Martin, number 30. Actually, no, number 35. That's Barry Brown Jr. at the line. Keelan Martin, they were showing on the feed for a second. Barry Brown Jr. has to be, he was one of my favorite players this past college basketball season. Played for Kansas State. Had a game for Kansas State. They were down by 21 points themselves. Made the comeback and won the game against West Virginia in conference play. Largest deficit in school history with a comeback this season for Kansas State. Led by Barry Brown. He had 26 in that game. He led the Big 12 this season in steals with, I want to say, just above 2 steals per game or so, as this game is tied up at 70 as Barry Brown hit the second free throw at the line. Miami going inside, and they get that shot home for 2. They got fouled as well, so Miami will shoot the and 1 at the line. So 1 shot coming up here at the free throw line by Yante Martin of the Miami Heat. We got ourselves a 2-point game. Martin with only 5 points tonight, looking for his 6. 2 for 6 from the floor. He's got his 6th. He hits that one. It's 73-70 right now is the score, as the Timberwolves trying to make the comeback just like Barry Brown did with Kansas State with their 21-point comeback against West Virginia this past season. Minnesota's been down by a bunch of points. They are down by 3 right now. Lob pass over the top. 8.5 left to go. Dribbling left side baseline underneath the basket. They finish 4-2 right there. It's Jordan Murphy. Minnesota himself. He played for the Golden Gophers this past season. Graduating senior for the University of Minnesota. Jordan Murphy hits it home for 2. 73-72 is the score. Miami with the ball. Robinson slings it over towards the left wing perimeter into the hands of Weiler Babb. Weiler Babb with the ball dribbling at the left wing. Going to take this one inside. Nice shifty move. Crafty move to the hole. Try to attack the rim. No good. Whistle and a foul. Down inside the low post. 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by Nick Weiler Babb of the Miami Heat. So we have 8:04 left to go in this fourth quarter. And what a game between both of these teams. So Nick Weiler Babb played college basketball, graduated this past May, graduating senior from Iowa State, played in the Big 12 himself as well. First shot goes up, first shot's good. 2-point game once again, 74-72. Second shot's coming up at the free throw line here for Miami. This is Nick Weiler Babb. It's a 2-point lead by the Heat with 8:04 left to go in the fourth. This shot's up, and this shot is good. Making this one back to a 3-point lead by the Heat as the Timberwolves will get this inbound. Minnesota with the ball. They're going to take it past the left wing of the perimeter. They pass it over into the hands here of Jared Terrell from the University of Rhode Island. He has the ball, passes over into the hands of Barry Brown. Catch and shoot Brown. No good off the top of the iron. Offensive rebound. They'll retain it. Big rebound by Martin. Puts that ball now into the hands of Brown. Back to Martin at the right wing. Keelan with the ball dribbling. He'll take the 3 from the outside. No good. Hit the top of the iron once again. Rebounded by Miami. Big, strong rebound right there by Weiler Babb. Weiler Babb passes to Kendrick Nunn. Lob pass over the top to Martin. Martin in the paint, and Yate banks it home for 2 off the backboard right there by Miami. 77-72 the score. 7:20 left to go in the fourth. Minnesota down by 5. They have the ball. They're going to take this one into the key. They float that ball up. A whistle on the foul here with 7:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. But yeah, last play, Yante Maton going all the way to the bucket, banking it home off the backboard right there for the Miami Heat on the last play. But yeah, great game so far. How in the world did Minnesota come back in this one? It's just been incredible. Shooting the ball so much better from the floor, crashing the boards finally. They've been snagging rebounds, and that's how they managed to get back into the game of this one. Also hitting some key shots in transition, getting some steals that will lead to points off turnovers with full court passes leading to open layups. Jordan Murphy at the free throw line missed his first one. Second shot here by the Wolves at the free throw line. He hits it. It's a 4-point game. 77-73. 7:15 left to go in the fourth as the Heat get this ball. They're going to take this one past the half-court logo, dribbling towards the left wing of the perimeter here for Miami. Lob pass over at the left elbow as they go for the spin move inside the low post, trying to work there for Martin, as that is Yante Martin inside the key, and he gets fouled before he took that shot. Did hit the shot, but he was fouled before, so the bucket won't count on the play. So still it's a 4-point game. 7:05 left to go in the fourth here, as the Heat should be inbounded here on this pass right here. So it looks like Jordan Murphy's come out of the game for the Timberwolves. Yep. So Miami to inbound. They pass it back at the left elbow. Now to the top of the key with Duncan Robinson. Floats that one back at the top of the key. They take a three from outside. That shot no good. Offensive rebound though by Miami. They'll keep control of it as Duncan Robinson passes to his teammate. Going into the lane. Weiler back. Nice pass into the lane. They lay it up and in as they get that shot home for two. It's 79-73. That's score right now. As we got MZ in the chat. What's good, MZ? Thanks so much for joining me on the channel. 6-point lead by Miami. As the Timberwolves pass it around. They take the left corner three from the outside. No good. Hits the rim short. Rebound. And nice big rebound there by Kendrick Nunn of Miami. Nunn taking that one in transition. Passing that one back. Left corner three. That one no good by Duncan. Robinson gets rebounded by the Timberwolves. 6-point game. 6:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Minnesota going into the key. Too strong off the backboard right there by the T-Wolves. And it gets rebounded by the Heat. So the Heat now with the ball. As we have 6:05 left to go in this game. Oh, wow. So MZ, I bet that you... Did you bet on this game? I bet that MZ must have bet on this game. So under 177, what do I think? Let's see here. So 79-75 is the score. It started out pretty good. Yeah, I'll take the under with you on this one. 79-75 right now as Miami has the ball. 5:35 left to go in the fourth. We'll see if they clamp down defensively in the last minutes of this one. 5.5 left to go. That will help towards the under score right there. As that's a right wing three taken and is missed by the Heat. Gets rebounded by the Timberwolves. Minnesota at the left elbow here. They have this ball into the hands of Naz Reid. Naz Reid passing that one back at the top of the key as that is Keita Bates-Diop who will take the three. That shot no good. Both of these teams have gone basically stone cold from the floor in the past minute, not scoring here. 79-75, 5 minutes even left to go in this game. Thanks so much, guys, for joining the channel right now. You guys have been awesome here on the channel throughout the night. Top of the key with Kendrick Nunn. He has the ball. He passes it over towards the right wing. Miami going to take their way inside, and that is a whistle and a foul committed by the Timberwolves from behind right there in the reach in by Keita Bates-Diop on the play there with 4:52 left to go in the fourth. So yeah, right now we are on a commercial break. But yeah, you guys have been awesome here on the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. It looks like we got Dawson here in the chat. I appreciate this because I don't get NBA TV. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining me, my man. I appreciate it right now. So yeah, great game so far. Minnesota was down by a bunch of points, down by like 19 or so. They've come back and they're only down by 4 right now. So let's see, 79 plus 75 at the moment. So yeah, 154 right now. MZ all the way out in Uruguay. That's awesome. I think that's my first time that I've ever got somebody out in Uruguay in the channel. So yeah, right now we're on a commercial break. We got 154 points total combined between both of these teams. Let's see here. So MZ bet the under for 177. So we got 154 total here at the moment. It's looking like it could be that way for the final score. So yeah, I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores of this game. Let's see here for Miami. Kendrick Nunn leading the way, 22 points for the Heat right now. 10 for 16 shooting from the floor. Number 13 overall draft pick, Tyler Hero, doing well once again. 15 points by Hero in this game. 13 points by Duncan Robinson. Yante Martin with 10 points for the Heat in this game. As we look towards the Timberwolves scores, Jordan McLaughlin leading the way, 13 points by Minnesota, 11 points by Jordan Okogie for the Timberwolves for Minnesota. That's Josh Okogie. Keita Bates-Diop with 10 points, same as Naz Reid from LSU. So yeah, hopefully they'll pull this off, my man. As looks like MZ took the under 177 I'm still comfortable with the under right now. They're currently at 154. Both of these teams haven't scored in the past couple of possessions, and we'll keep it going that way. We're back to action as that shot was no good as Miami was stripped into the lane, and the Timberwolves will get this ball. They have it at the free throw circle. Taking this one inside by Minnesota, and they missed the shot. Gets rebounded here. Battle for the rebound. Underneath, whistling a foul on the court here. As we had a foul committed by the Heat underneath. Let's see if we'll have some shots here coming up at the free throw line, and it looks like it was a non-shooting foul, so Minnesota will inbound it. Thanks so much, guys, for joining the channel. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to give this a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. The channel name is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of all different types of game, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA throughout the season, and also NBA playoffs, NBA finals, as that shot goes down from the floor, and this game has just got a whole lot closer. 79-77, 2-point game. 4:10 left to go in the fourth quarter here. It is going great right now, Sports Fan TV. Thanks so much for joining me back. I'll join you for SB's stream that you're doing, if you're still doing it, in a little bit. That three-point shot, no good by Miami. Gets rebounded here by Minnesota. Minnesota with the ball. They have it top of the key. They pass it off towards the right wing perimeter. And now they're going to make their move into the lane here. Spin move. Right-handed layup. We are tied up at 79 as that shot goes down with the right hand by Barry Brown Jr. 79 even. Barry Brown Jr. played college basketball for Kansas State, graduating senior. Miami with the ball, making the move into the lane. Floater goes down right there. Back-to-back quick buckets. It's 81-79. 3.5 now in the fourth quarter. 81-79 in this game. Bounce pass inside. Minnesota spin move. Oh, tearing down our rack is Naz Reid with a one-handed jam. And we are tied up once again at 81. 3:10 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. Great back-and-forth battle. Miami is led by a bunch of points. It looked like they were going to win the game basically at halftime, but Minnesota out of nowhere has come back, making a huge comeback in the third quarter. Now they've tied it up, as that was Yante Monson going down inside the low post right there, dribbling with it, went off for the shot on the last play with the bounce pass, and he just ran over Naz Reid in the lane right there in the last play. So, yeah, I'm going to update you guys with the time right now. So, 3:08 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. So, 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the fourth. We are tied up at 81. Naz Reid took the charge right there. So, that helps out towards the scoring right now, as Miami will not shoot at the free throw line as they committed the offensive foul. So, the Timberwolves will get this ball. They have it at the left baseline. Minnesota dribbling now. They pass that one back. That ball gets tipped out of bounds by Kendrick Nunn of Miami with 2:51 left to go in the fourth. So 2:51 left to go in the fourth quarter. We're still tied up at 81. So we have 162 points total. We need it to be under the 177 for MZ to win his bet here on the channel. That'd be awesome if MZ can win his bet here on the channel. That'd be awesome if that could happen. It would not help if this one went into overtime. That would not help for sure. But right now, the score tied up at 81. Moving on to a commercial break here with 2:51 left to go in the fourth. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Let's get this to 10 plus likes before I sign off tonight. And also hit that big red subscribe button as well, so you know when I go back on the next stream. Make sure to hit the notification bell, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me in here on the channel. You guys have been awesome throughout this channel. And thanks so much for, we got like 50 plus subs here on the channel, winning the Summer League so far since 7 days ago. So 50 plus subs in 7 days. This channel just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And it's been awesome here to bring play-by-play to you guys here on the channel. So yeah, right now this game is tied up at 81. This is awesome. This game has been a complete 360. Early on, it was all Miami. Minnesota, prayers to them. They have climbed back right in it. And they've tied this thing up at 81, as they were down by a bunch of points early on. In that third quarter, they came racing on back and cut that Miami deficit like it was no tomorrow in that game. That's how they did it. Hey, no problem, no problem. This channel's out for everybody. I have a pretty good international reach as well, reaching out to all different countries. I believe you're my first one ever on the channel to come from the country of Uruguay, which is awesome. So yeah, I've been on YouTube calling play-by-play now for like 5 months or so, and this channel has already grown past 300 subs in 5 months. So the goal, basically trying to get to 1,000 before the new year. Once actual basketball starts up in October, that'd be incredible if we could do so. Also, if you guys like the NFL, I'm planning to do a separate channel to do NFL for U.S. football. I'll do on another channel as well. I'm planning to create that, hopefully launching it next month when preseason starts. So, what do I do for work? I actually work at a radio station, so I work doing, like, all the commercial work, putting together, like, all the audio stuff for commercials. So I do a bunch of commercial work for production, also voiceovers work and stuff like that. So all the audio stuff I take care of. When it comes to, like, stuff like intros and outros for, like, the radio show host, putting together music bumpers. So a bunch of audio stuff like that is what I do for my work. Production director at a radio station. But I've never done sports play-by-play before, so first crack at it, and just keep on growing and growing. That shot goes down by Miami right there at the left elbow for 2. So 83-81's the score. Minnesota with the ball. Naz Reid at the right elbow. Backing his way inside the low post. Reid gets fouled, and looks like he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line with 2:18 left to go. So 2:18 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me in here on the channel. Dawson, Radro, MZ, you guys have been awesome. So if this game doesn't go into overtime, MZ, I think you've got it. I think that it'll be under the 177 if this game doesn't go into overtime. So let's pray for this one not to go into overtime for MZ. It's a 2-point game. Minnesota at the free throw line, shooting 2 with 2:18 left to go in the fourth with Naz Reid. Naz Reid has a chance to tie it here at the line. First shot's up, first shot's a miss, so it won't be tied. So any points missed will be a help out towards MZ's cause right now, as that shot was no good at the line. So it's 83-81. Second shot coming up at the free throw line here for the Timberwolves, as that one is up and in. So it's 83-82 right now with 2:18 left to go. So we have a combined 165 points so far in this one, as the Miami Heat have the ball. Hero passing that one off at the top of the key, and that ball is stolen away. Terrible pass right there to Monten. I don't know who he was passing to, but another jersey right there. Went to a Minnesota player. Naz Reid got the steal. Reid with the ball at the right baseline. He tried to pass it back. That one was tipped, deflected, and stolen by Miami. 1:50 left to go in the fourth. Miami with the ball. Tyler Hero has it at the right wing. 18 turnovers in this game by the Heat today, 11 by the Timberwolves. Top of the key 3 taken, no good by Tyler Hero. And Minnesota had that open rebound all alone, and nobody was there for the Heat to rebound it, and Minnesota lost control of the ball at the baseline, and that's a turnover by the Timberwolves. They should have had an easy defensive rebound underneath the Heat's net, and they lost control of it by Josh Okogie. He just couldn't get the rebound right there. So the Heat will inbound it underneath their basket. Oh, that's a good cut right there. Catch and shoot at the right baseline. They couldn't hit it though. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last couple minutes, a couple missed shots here and there, a couple steals, and this is helping out MZ's cause big time right now, as we're less than a minute and a half left to go. 1:25 left to go in the fourth quarter, as Minnesota has the ball. They are down by 1, 82-83 to score. Backing their way inside the low post, going into the lane. Jumper, no good. Hits the bottom part of the rim. Oh, offensive rebound. Floater in the key. That one goes in. Timberwolves with a lead. Oh, my goodness. They got their own offensive rebound right there out of nowhere. That player from Minnesota came sprinting in at the top of the key. That was Jordan McLaughlin, who got the offensive board and the putback. 17 points. He's the leading scorer tonight for Minnesota. Jumper in the key. Miami puts the bucket back, and they're back out in front right there with number 00 for the Heat, Monten. A minute even left to go. 85-84 to score. Miami up by 1. Make sure to hit that like button. We're one more like away from 10 likes before tonight. Hit the subscribe button as well. Minnesota now with the ball. Bounce pass inside low post. And they finish to the hole for 2. And they'll go to the free throw line to shoot the and 1. Right there. Great finish by Minnesota. And they take the lead right back. 86-85. So Keita Bates Diop going down inside the low post and getting that shot to fall with 47.9 seconds left. First game in the Summer League so far that I've been calling that's been really, really close. So let's check that total here. 86 plus 85 right now gives you 171. It's getting close to that 177, as now we have 172 on the board for total combined. as Keita Bates Diop hits the free throw right there. 87-85, Miami. With the ball top of the key with Kendrick Nunn. Nunn dribbling at the left elbow. Takes the left elbow jumper. No good. Battle for the rebound, and who's got it? This is a huge call by the refs. Refs underneath say that Minnesota will get the ball back with 34 seconds left. So the Timberwolves will get this one back. So here are the numbers right now. Minnesota up by 2, 87-85. 34 seconds left to go in this game, and we have 24 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Minnesota should be getting this ball back. The refs are here at the review stand, though, looking at the last call, seeing what's going to happen, though. So let's see. There's a battle for the rebound underneath. Who tipped it last? Ooh, it looked like it was off a white jersey Miami Heat player right there, as there were two players battling for it underneath the basket. Minnesota, that was, I think, number 55 from Minnesota right there. Yeah, Mitchell Creek battling for it with Yante Martin right there for the Miami Heat. Looked like it bounced off. Looks like it bounced off Yante's chest area right there in the last tip on the replay here for the Heat. So it looked like it should have touched the white jersey. Definitely should have touched the white jersey on the last play. As both of the teams were trying to convince the refs. Let's see here. I'm looking at it. Yeah, that looked like it bounced off Yante. Look towards his upper area. Top like neck to head area bounced off of. So official review right here, 87-85 is the score, 34.4 seconds remaining. Now the thing here is that Miami's going to most likely have to foul in this situation. They have to foul to send Minnesota to the line, except interesting to see if what they'll do here, because Minnesota's up by 2. They're going to get the inbounds. Should Miami foul and they make 2 free throws, or should they allow Minnesota to take a shot here with about 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and Miami will get the inbound. So Minnesota to inbound it. That's the first thing they do. So no foul committed here by the Heat as we have 30 seconds left. Minnesota taking this ball past the right half-court logo. They have it at the Summer League logo at the top of the key. Minnesota with the ball. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 21 seconds left to go on the game clock. Ball stolen away. Miami going to the rim. They jam it down. Oh my goodness. We're tied up at 87. What a steal by Kendrick Nunn. 18.3 seconds left to go. Hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Timeout called on the court here. The Timberwolves will get this ball back when we do get back to action with 18.3 seconds left as Kendrick Nunn steals the ball at half court from the hands of Jordan McLaughlin right there and slams it down for 2. And we got ourselves an 87-point game. So 174 right now for the total points in this one. Oh my goodness, what a game right now. Gonna put here in the chat how many seconds we have left in this one. 18.3 seconds left to go when we do get back to action here. Hit that like button if you're new. Hit that subscribe button as well, as Minnesota will get the inbound here. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Both of these teams playing their complete hearts out on the court right now. And Raydro here in the chat saying overtime if the Heat do defend this properly right now, as Minnesota should be getting the last shot of this game right now. This is huge for both of these teams. Both of these teams are undefeated in Summer League play. This is incredible, though, what's happened in this game. Minnesota was down by 19 points early on. They were getting crushed at halftime. They've come back into this game, had a huge third quarter, and just completely crushed them in this game. Hey, no problem. No problem that MZ doesn't understand good English that well. Hey, no problem. This channel is basically for everybody here on the channel. So yeah, I have a couple of other subscribers from Spanish-speaking countries as well, and out towards like Asia and stuff like that. A couple of them from like Nepal, I think out towards like Ukraine, Mongolia, that speak different languages out in that area. Dominican Republic is one huge country that I have, same as the Philippines. That's a really big country. But yeah, this channel basically for everybody, and it's awesome that I'm able to connect with you guys from an international reach, all the way from the US to all these different countries, which is awesome. Thanks so much for the 10 likes as well. Let's keep this going, guys. You guys have been awesome once again on the channel. We blew past 300 subscribers the other night, and we just keep on going here on the channel. So it looks like Nexus fan Tech Nick has his money on Miami. So hopefully Miami can defend this for Nexus fan Tech Nick in this one, as Minnesota gets the ball. 13 seconds left to go. McLaughlin with it. He has it at the right wing perimeter. 9 seconds. Passing that one off to Naz Reid. Passing that one to his teammate here. Trying to take it inside the key. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Missed the dunk right there. Naz Reid at the horn. No good. And a foul with 2.3 seconds left to go in the fourth. Oh, goodness. So shooting foul committed by the Heat on the play. As there were a bunch of missed shots right there in the key. Let's see what happened. There's that pass going to Naz Reid. He missed the slam dunk with 3 seconds left. Got his own offensive rebound and got fouled with 2.3 seconds left. Oh, wow. That's awesome. So Radro from Cuba subscribing to the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, I bet that the Heat have a huge, like, fan base from Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti, out towards, like, those countries because you guys just have to go south, right, to Cuba and all those countries out there in the Caribbean. That's awesome. First shot goes down at the free throw line by Naz Reid with 2.3 seconds left. So this is not looking good for the Heat right now. 2.3 seconds left, and the Timberwolves got fouled. Naz Reid went to the free throw line, and he's shooting 2. He made the first one. Let's see about the second one. Second shot by Reid. This shot's up. This shot's good. So right now, as we have Kona GG in the chat, we have 2.3 seconds remaining, and the Heat are down by 2. Right now is Minnesota. What a comeback in this game by the Timberwolves. What an incredible comeback by the Timberwolves. Down by a bunch of points, like 19 points in this game. They were completely getting destroyed by halftime, and I cannot believe it that they came back by that deficit in that third quarter and did what they did, hitting shot after shot, playing some really great defense, clamping down on the Heat, and have a chance here unless a desperation 3 by the Heat goes up. But right now, commercial break, guys. When we do get back to action, we'll have 2.3 seconds left to go. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. So 89-87 is the score right now, as it looks like MZ has the under 177 for this one. So MZ has 177. Right now, it's 178. Ooh. Oh, no, 176, my bad. I did an 89. So, yeah, 176, my bad. So, yeah, we got 176 right now. So, he took the 177. So, if Miami scores, it's not going to be a good night for MZ right here. So, yeah, if Miami misses, MC wins. It's 176 right now is the total. Right now, we have 2.3 seconds left. So, Morrow asking the time. We have 2.3 seconds left. Miami will get the ball. And they'll get the ball in their front court, too. So, they'll get the ball at the left wing perimeter. Kendrick Nunn, the leading scorer, will be the inbound passer here. 2.3 seconds left to go. 176 points combined. 89-87. Miami to have the last chance. Here we are with the inbound. Nunn will pass it. Lob pass over the top to Hero. Oh, it got deflected right there. Taken away by Minnesota. And that should be the ball game, as this one is gone final. As Minnesota's won that game. Kendrick Nunn tried to float in that lob pass right over the top to Tyler Hero, but that was really well defended right there by the Timberwolves on that play. And as Tyler Hero is going towards the rim, they try to get an open Tyler Hero cutting to the basket, but Minnesota read that one well. We do have, here we are though, 0 seconds left to go on the clock. This one, interesting. The refs are going to check it out. This is interesting. There are reviews in this. Now, in this Summer League, there are reviews. So, I'm going to take away this final right now until we really know it's final. Because there are reviews as they are reviewing it right now. So, last play, Kendrick Nunn, inbound passer for the Heat. Lobbed it over towards the basket for Tyler Hero in Minnesota. Tipped the ball up in the air, but there was a little bit of contact right there. So, Miami challenging this play, it looks like, as we're going to see here. Let's see, there were 2 players going for it. That looked like it. Yeah, that ball was tipped right there by number 3 from Minnesota. That was Jared Terrell who got the tip. Ball went to Keelan Martin of Minnesota. We have 0.4 seconds left to go. So 0.4 seconds left, and looks like this one should be over. I think Minnesota will get the inbound. That was a clean play, so no foul here. So the refs will put 0.4 seconds back. Minnesota will get the ball, and they'll shoot at the free throw line. Oh, goodness. They're shooting at the free throw line here. So it was a foul picked up from behind by Miami with 0.4. That's not going to help MZ's cause at all. Ouch. So Minnesota just shooting at the line, and first one goes in. We are 177 even for something that shouldn't even have happened on the court. Right there, 90 to 87. If he makes this, that means it's going to be a... Oh, he misses. It's 177 even. So 177 even, and then this one's gone final right now. So that one is over. That was just meaningless right there with that free throw. But yeah, that one's just gone final. 90 to 87 is the score. Unbelievable comeback here by Minnesota in this one. Just unreal. They were getting crushed in the first half. Wow. And they won this game. It was just insane. What a comeback here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me on the channel. And yeah, that's unfortunate for MZ right there. As the refs, unfortunately, put back 0.4 seconds left to go on the clock. And they said that Miami committed a foul from behind on the takeaway by Minnesota with 0.4 seconds left to go. And that is the final score, unfortunately, as Minnesota went to the free throw line as the refs put back a little tad of extra time back on the clock, hit one free throw, missed the second one, and that is the end of the game. 90 to 77. Timberwolves win by 3. What a game here on the channel. We'll look to the leading scores of this one towards Minnesota, leading the way, 17 points. Jordan McLaughlin with 17 points in this game for Minnesota. Great stat line here from McLaughlin tonight. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals along with a block. 15 points by Naz Reid, rookie from Kentucky, really showing it in the Summer League here by the Timberwolves. 15 points along with 10 rebounds, double-double by Naz Reid. 13 points by Keita Bates-Diop in this one for the Timberwolves. 11 points by Josh Okogie. And we'll look towards the Miami Heat right now with their stats. Kendrick Nunn, standout game once again. 28 points by Nunn. 13 for 20 from the floor, but it wasn't enough in this one as Kendrick Nunn scored 28 points as Tyler Hero chipped in 15 in this game. The first 11 points of this one by Tyler Hero were scored in basically the first 6 seconds of this game. He was a perfect 4-4 to start, finished 6 for 14 from the floor. Duncan Robinson, 13 points for the Heat in this game, and that is Yante Martin with 13 points for the Heat, along with 9 rebounds. So that's basically it, guys. Oh, wow, so MZ betting under 177.5, and that is awesome. So MZ winning. So that free throw didn't hurt MZ at all because he bet 177.5, and it looks like he'll win his bet. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Also, Raydro in the chat. Awesome to see you, man. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me back here. And yes, thanks so much as Raydro hits that notification bell. If you guys haven't done that already, make sure to hit that thumbs up before you go. Hit the notification bell as well. MZ subscribing from Uruguay. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. Notification bell to know when I go back. Hit the red subscribe button as well. And yeah, I should be back tomorrow with a one game for you guys. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Atlanta Hawks take on the Washington Wizards. Should have a stream for you guys on Friday. Another one on Saturday. And should have 2 games on Sunday with the semifinals and the championship game of the Summer League on Monday as well. Yes, I'll see you guys in the next video. And unfortunately, if you guys are Celtics fans, that's going to be a really late game for me on the East Coast. Super duper late game. It will tip off at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time on my neck of the woods. So unfortunately, I won't be able to cover the Celtics versus the Grizzlies tomorrow because it's so late on my area time. But hopefully, we'll be seeing some more Celtics in here in the chat because that's basically the go-to here on the channel. It's been big numbers covering Celtics as of late. But thank you guys so much for joining me here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. This one going final 90 to 87 in the Summer League. Timberwolves completing a huge comeback and winning by 3. And thanks, guys, so much for being on the channel. Make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell if you like to be back on this channel. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a nice rest of a day or rest of your night.